Hey, it's me, Danny from Get Business Lit, and in this episode, we are going to be talking about 3 ways to grow your business. And this is a very, very important topic. I'm really looking forward to this episode, and I hope you're going to get a lot of value out of this. So, as I said, 3 ways to grow your company, to grow your business. And if you know these 3 ways, and that it actually only boils down to these 3 aspects, it makes it so much easier because it helps you focus on the right area depending where you are at in your business. And I got to know this whole strategy or way of looking at how to grow a business a few years ago. And but before I tell you about that, I got to know a business that had constant great revenue growth for years and years. For 10 years, 15 years, they were constantly doing about between 10, 20, pretty much around 15% revenue growth every year. So nice, steady growth going forward. And very impressive in a way to have that steady growth no matter what the market situation. The problem, though, looking at this company, was that on the other side, the costs and the overhead and all the employees were also increasing by almost exactly 15%. So it was just growing right there alongside the revenue. And this gap here was constantly pretty much staying the same. So the actual profits, if you want, they weren't growing really that much. So even though new clients were coming in, then this company would up their employees, and then on the other side we need to get new revenue. So it was kind of seesawing its way up. And maybe you know that feeling. Maybe you know companies that are working that way, and it sucks because you feel like you just gotta do more, work harder. But in this case, you just gotta work smarter. And this is when I got to know this, this way of thinking or looking at it, that you actually have 3 ways to grow a company. And in this company, we were not using all 3 areas. And the great thing about this, when you are using all 3 of these areas and maybe not only focusing on 1 or 2, is that you will actually have potential to grow exponentially. So you will have growth maybe pretty much looking the same at first, but then it will definitely take off looking like a hockey stick or exponential growth. So that is the great power and idea behind using this formula, behind using this way of focusing on the business in all areas of the business, all 3 of them. And let's get into the numbers and let's look how this works. So usually you have a certain amount of clients, customers, consumers you are getting in your door, your shop, wherever you are getting new clients every year. So let's just say, because we have all kinds of different audiences and markets here, we just have 100 new customers every year. For some it might be less, for some it might be way more, but let's just take this number as an example. And on average, we are getting about $1,000 from each new customer. So let's say we got $1,000 here from each of them. You might have some be less, some be more, but this is our average order value. And you have these new clients, you sell them whatever you got, and that's pretty much it. Then you go on to the next one. So you are pretty much having a one-time purchase for each of them. So that's times 1. And this will end up adding up to exactly $100,000 revenue. So 10 new clients, 100 new clients, on average $1,000, and them buying once. So if we would find ways and strategies to not only get 100 new clients per year, but have great ways to get more reach organically or using paid ads in a smart way, I'm pretty sure we'd be able to bring up this number by at least, let's say, 25%. And that's usually easy. Often we can get even sometimes double or triple these numbers. But let's just say we are adding 25% here. So we would be having 125 new customers coming in per year. And then again, there are ways and strategies how we can improve this area, that we do not have to compete on the lowest price. I talked about this in one of the last episodes, price, product versus offer. And using different strategies, we can definitely have also our average order value go up. Even if we are adding in different elements, maybe from other companies or providers, there are always ways to get this number up. And using the right strategies, we will probably easily be able to get this number up as well by 25%. And the same with the average order, or how often they are ordering from you. If they are only ordering once, we are definitely going to be able to implement ways to have them come back and purchase again, or purchase other products, or promote maybe products from other suppliers or from other companies. So there's always ways how to monetize and make ways to have current customers build trust and have them buy through us, either our products or other products. And there are a lot of ways and strategies to get that number up really high. But again, here, let's just say by 25%. So we got 1.25 here. And this is the power of focusing on different areas, adding them up. And here in this case, we have the number of $195,312.5 of revenue. So this is definitely a much higher number, almost doubling the revenue here. Let's put this down here, 1 and 2. Can you read it? Yeah, okay. So this is the power of focusing on all three areas. And very important, you will not be focusing on all of them at the same time. Again, it usually makes sense to have campaigns and strategies where we're like, okay, let's boil down on this one or this one or this one. So it usually makes sense to focus on one or the other. Usually companies just starting out, of course, they'll be focusing more on this area. And companies that are usually stuck and have a problem of increasing their profits, they will usually work on this area first and then maybe add on this part. So the great thing is, though, now with this strategy, I noticed when I was looking at different companies, I just looked at numbers, different information. I knew right away, okay, we have to focus on this one first, on this one. It just helps to get clarity on what the next steps are supposed to be or look like. So as always, action step for you. Number 1, write down your numbers, figure them out, write down your numbers from the last 12 months and kind of see, okay, where do they add up? And then, of course, decide and try to figure out, okay, what area am I supposed to focus on? Is it maybe adding the numbers of new clients, or maybe over here, revenue side? And next episode, in about 2 weeks, we'll be focused on different strategies and ways how to increase each part of these 3 ways. Very powerful. It's going to be amazing. You'll love it. So definitely tune back in then. And then, we'll be answering questions. If you want, you can put some in the comments. And as always, like, subscribe, follow, depending on what platform you're on. And I hope this was helpful. And enjoy until next time. Take care and get your business lit. Bye-bye.